Guys, Chris here with Simply Japanese Maples. This is a part 2 for our rain collection system. Basically, we did a video earlier showing you collecting rainwater into our totes that we have, 235 gallon totes, or approximately 1,000 liters. We've got 5 of those set up. It's been amazing. Basically, one solid rainfall fills up, nearly fills up an entire tote, and we have 2 connected at any one time. So you're nearly filling up both those totes. So I know the first day we had them connected, we had a relatively moderate rainfall and collected 1,600 liters of water in one day or 30 hours. So it was pretty impressive. So anyways, let's have a look at this system for drawing water out. Okay, in this shot here, you'll see our pump in the foreground, little orange guy. You'll see tanks on the right, tanks on the left, and they're covered with a black shade cloth to reduce or totally prevent any sort of bacteria, mold growth in there, because this is a pretty hot side of our house in the morning, early afternoon. Okay, so let's get to it. So there you can see the recap. There you can see the gutter systems attached to the tanks. Those are easily movable, and I can put them into the different tanks that are there. All right, and then so here's our pump. Pretty straightforward. It's a 120 volt pump. I'm not sponsored by the manufacturer. I believe it's called Vivo, V-E-V-O. It's 120 volt pump, as I said. So I just plug it into the house. Cords are thrown over here. There's a switch at the back of the pump. We'll show you that in a second. There's a line in and a line out. So the line, let's have a closer look actually. So here's a switch at the back. We've got our line out, which goes to our tank. And we'll follow that hose over, and that's dipped into one of the tanks. I'm about to water. And then our line out, which is here, and this carries on and out to the end of our garden sprinkler nozzle, which I'll be using in a bit. And then the one last thing is the filler cap here. So our cat here is bumping my hand as I try to film this. Hi, buddy. What are you doing? Okay, so the filler cap, and so this is for, you take that off and you fill it with water to make sure that the pump is not going to burn out when you're operating it. Now, what I've found is that if you don't disconnect the system, then you don't have to prime it, but don't take my word for it. You should probably always check. And the other thing is that is a weak link of this pump. Solid pump, cast iron construction, the brass threads, all this is metal, plastic threaded filler cap. So that was stripped and ruined within a few days. And now I'm stuck trying to figure out a solution to getting a new cap with metal threads. So here's what happens when I turn it on. So the pump's not super loud, but all that water we're saving by collecting it from the rain, we're losing some of it with that spillage. So great pump, easy system. Collecting water really easily connected to the house. The pump works great. The filler cap sucks. And what else can I tell you? The pressure is good. So this pump is designed to use it uphill somewhat, a fair bit actually, more than what we would do here. And I have tested, it's pretty good. And then as far as the reach, so we've got about 100 feet of hose that come off the pump, and the pressure is great, no issues. So basically, if you're not disconnecting anything, so keeping that mostly primed, I find that the pressure is pretty much instant at the end of the garden hose. So overall, great little system. And if you don't have 120 volt power available, typically these pumps you can get, not just this particular pump, but typically pumps like this, a transfer pump. You can, their battery, you can get them where they can connect to a battery with alligator clips. That's super handy too for that off-grid option. So anyways, thanks for watching guys, simplyjapanesemaples.ca. That's where you can find our trees, and until next time.